were seen forming a physical barrier around the honorable member for Efiduase Asukore, thereby obstructing the enforcement of the Speaker's directive, including a lady, honorable lady. This was followed by scenes of heated confrontation, including the hurling of unprintable and offensive language toward the chair as the First Deputy Speaker exited the chamber after the House had adjourned. In fact, when I saw the honorable lady, I sympathized with her because, anytime the honorable ladies are getting close to the Speaker, there's always an allegation that that's the Speaker's girlfriend. We don't have girls in this house. I even prefer you say Speaker's woman friend, not girlfriends. How many girlfriends can Speaker take at this age? The Speaker is very grateful to the Almighty God for the blessings. If not at this age, I would have been among the category by your general terms, look no do. But, honorable members, the honorable members, you are finding it difficult to understand look no do. Please, the Speaker has no girlfriend in this house. The Speaker has no woman friend in this house. You are all honorable members, and you have everything available to assess the Speaker. No discrimination at all, whether male or female. Honorable members, allow me to clarify the process for admitting statements in accordance with the standing orders and the established practice of the House. I know many of you are conversant with the rules, but we have a public to go with, and this will assist many to understand what takes place in the House. I listened to the debate on this matter, and many people were misled. And so just allow me to go through some of the rules for the edification of the general public. Orders 91 to 95 of the Standing Orders of Parliament generally address statements and ceremonial speeches made on the floor of Parliament. Orders 93, 94, and 95 regulate the making of a statement by a member of Parliament on the floor of the House. And Order 93 provides, 1, by the indulgence of the House and the leave of the Speaker, a member may explain a matter of personal nature or make a statement on a matter of urgent public importance at the time appointed for statements under Order 67. 2, the proposed statement shall be admitted by the Speaker with or without modification. 3, the text of the statement as admitted shall be read when the member is called upon to make the statement. 4, a statement other than a personal statement may be commented upon by other members for a limited duration of time not exceeding 1 hour. 5, a member may comment on the statement for a period not exceeding 5 minutes, and the comment shall not provoke debate. 6, where a member makes the statement, the speaker, considering the comment on the statement made directly, may direct a committee to investigate and inquire into the matter, and where necessary, proposed legislation. And 7, the speaker shall cause to be transmitted to the clerk statements admitted to be made on a particular day to be advertised on the order paper for the purpose of notice to members. And 8, the clerk shall make available to members copies of admitted statements. Honorable members, this is the procedure. We have not been following it. We have to follow it to the letter to forestall some of these occurrences. Order 94 provides for time for statements, and it says the time for statements shall ordinarily not exceed 1 hour, except that the speaker may permit statement and comment outside the prescribed period in exceptional cases. In fact, in other jurisdictions, they are timed, and each member is given 2 minutes to make the statement. And so when you are reading the statement and it comes to 2 minutes, you are timed off, and you just submit the rest of the statement to the clerk. But here we indulge members sometimes to even use 10 minutes to read their statements. In Order 95, the order says a member whose statement has been admitted may withdraw the statement by leave of the speaker. In line with this, it is the accepted parliamentary practice that such statements are shopped through the leadership of both caucuses, reviewed by the speaker ahead of the statement. That is why we say pass your statements through your leaders, who, after going through it, will recommend to the speaker. And there's good reason for that, because the information available to leaders are not available to all members. The speaker reviews it because the speaker is going to preside, and the speaker is to ensure that your comments and the statement itself is in accord with the law and the rules of the House. Then the statement is listed on the notice of the order paper under statements. Copies of the admitted statement are circulated to all members through the clerk. We need members to have advance notice in order to make meaningful comments. These are the new rules that we adopted as a House. This process exists to ensure order, prevent ambushes on the floor, and give members prior notice on matters to be raised in the House. In this instance, no prior notice was given. No text was submitted prior to the sitting. But from the information leaders gave me, they had discussed this matter. But the statement got to the first deputy speaker whilst he was seated at his seat in the chamber. And whilst he was trying to read it, I called upon him to take over the chair So he did not actually go through it, and he did not admit it. So the statement was not admitted. Accordingly, no such statement could lawfully be made on the floor. Honorable members, I don't need to talk to you about the powers of the Speaker. They are clearly stated in the law. If you read the Parliament Act 1965 and the standing orders of the House, they are actually colossal. And if fully applied, could be of serious danger to the career progression of members of Parliament. But I will just say this, that Shakespeare taught all of us that even a dog is obeyed in office. When we sit here, we are not saints. We are not infallible. But there is good reason why we are called right honorable. And you are called only honorable. The Speaker, however the situation, is always right on the floor. When he's wrong, the law has given you the opportunity as to how to come back to the same floor to prove that he was wrong. So please, I repeat, even a dog is obeyed in office. I want honorable members to take this in good faith. I know in the light of these events and in defense of the institutional integrity of Parliament, I refer to the conduct of the honorable member for Effiduase Asokore. This is not a matter to be referred to any committee. It's a matter that I've discussed with leadership, and we've agreed that it should be resolved. And we will resolve it here openly for all of us to be guided so that in future we don't fall foul to these rules. I have reviewed the records. I have listened to the leaders, and I think in the interest of all of us, particularly our rules, the order of the House, discipline, and mutual respect, I want to call on all of us to do what is proper. We should not unilaterally override our rules, undermine authority, or obstruct the due process. They endanger not only the legitimacy of our work, but they also undermine the authority, the relevance, and value of Parliament. And more importantly, the very survival of our democracy. I want all members, including myself, to recommit ourselves to the values of dialogue, accountability, and the rule of law. Please, I want to end here. Thank you for your patience and your understanding, and give opportunity to the leaders of the House to make some comments. I thank you for your attention. Yes, Minority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I want to thank you for the steps you've taken to guide all of us to solve this problem. We've already assured you at conclave that you will have our cooperation in ensuring that there is order to guide our proceedings and to help uphold the integrity of this House. Mr. Speaker, moving to resolve problems of this House is a continuous process. And without belaboring the point, I reiterate to you my assurances at conclave that we will assist the chair, particularly now that you are so overwhelmed with some other administrative duties and other commitments that your two deputies would be with us most of the time. We believe that members of this House, their position is guaranteed by the Constitution. So we agree that we need to accord them that courtesy. Mr. Speaker, I conclude by reiterating your call on us to have patience. I would add tolerance. We are here as a family, and I recall Right Honorable Do Ajahu when in 2013 we had the orientation at Gimpa. He shared with us his own experience as an MP with fire in his belly when they saw the Honorable J.H. Mensah, the minority leader of the MPP side at the time, that he was quite combatant, only to realize that after sitting, he and the Speaker, the Right Honorable D.F. Annan, were in the office enjoying some good whiskey. And he told them that you young men, you think we are here to fight. We are not fighting. We discuss ideas. And it changed his perception about his attitude towards colleagues opposite him in the chamber. The Speaker, for me, I believe that we don't just come here as parliamentarians, but we come here to build friendship and relationship. Mr. Speaker, I believe that it is that friendship and relationship that earn you that your enviable position. We may not be happy that you assume the chair in the 8th Parliament, but it's because of relationship that perhaps got some people to believe that, oh, that is our friend, let's entrust in him the powers of speakership. So I want to encourage colleagues that no matter what, the Speaker has called upon us to have patience. I am adding tolerance to it. We may disagree, but that is the beauty of politics. We cannot always agree. Let's disagree, but be measured in the language we use even where we disagree. Mr. Speaker, we cannot all be perfect. We are never perfect. We make mistakes. I make mistakes. But we should be committed to the national interest and know that today we may be to your left, tomorrow we may be to your right. Fortunately, the two political parties Mr. Speaker, my respected senior Muntaka Mubarak has not spoken into the mic, but he's saying that at least Mincha 5 years answer Makasa. Mr. Speaker, you have only 3.5 years left. Mr. Speaker, so fortunately, the two political parties that have taken the stage in this fourth Republican Constitution have all tasted power and have tasted opposition. So I think we must better understand this whole concept of patience and tolerance. So, Mr. Speaker, I would end here by thanking you and assuring you that the needful as you have enjoined us to pursue. Oh, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker,
Yes, Minority Leader.
the needful as you've enjoined us to pursue shall be pursued. I want to thank you once again for the fatherly approach you've adopted in dealing with this matter. Thank you so much.
Honorable Majority Leader.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. I think your statement is explanatory enough of the issues of yesterday and the rules that should govern proceedings in this House. And so, Right Honorable Speaker, I have no intention of belaboring the point. I think all I can say is that we should all take time to study the rules. We should all take our time to study the rules. My brother, Honorable Muntaka, is here. My brother, Eric Opoku, is here. Haruna just left. Even after 20 years in this chamber, every single morning or afternoon I enter the chamber, I still take the rules to check before I make any move. Even when my backbench or my colleagues are trying to do something, I know I will have to defend them. So I'm quickly glancing through the rules. Sometimes when you see me looking at my phone, I have made an electronic copy of it, and so I'm busy looking at it to make sure that if somebody is faltering, I can check them and draw their attention that, no, that's not what the rules say. I think the problem is that we are not investing in the rules. If we invest in the rules, many of the issues that we are confronted with in this chamber will not arise. They will not arise. People will know when and how and under what circumstances a statement should be made, no matter how urgent. So my only plea is that let's invest in the rules. It is not about how loud you can shout. It's not about the size of your muscles. It is not. It's not how big your chest can be. It is not. Somebody says I should add breast, but I won't add breast. It is basically what the rules say that you can do or not do in this chamber. And when people are trying to insist on the rules, please let it not be presented as if there is an attack on one side of the House. It's just the rules. It's simply the rules. The rules may make provision for us to make concessions, but those concessions must be willingly made. They cannot be coerced. They cannot be forced on anybody. It has to be negotiated and willingly made. If the evidence is that there is no willingness to make those concessions, we must continue as dictated by the rules. So, Mr. Speaker, you have a long business today, and so I will not repeat any of the things that you have already said. I believe in this chamber, you remain a fountain of wisdom, sagacity, and knowledge of the rules. And we'll continue to learn from you and to be guided by you. And I thank you very much for given us this ruling without penalizing any member of this House. Your magnanimity is appreciated. Clearly, there were very serious and egregious breaches of the rules.
Honorable Majority Leader, clearly it's not the understanding of the House that you proceed along that journey. So you just conclude. Please don't chip away my powers. I have to decide whether he should withdraw or he should leave it at that, not any of you. So please desist from going in that direction and then conclude.
Mr. Speaker, you yourself said you will not punish. You clearly said that you will not punish. And that is what I'm commending you and thanking you for. To say you will not punish is to admit that there was a punishable conduct. So I'm just commending you.
Majority Leader.
I'm just commending you for not punishing.
Majority
I'm just thanking
Leader.
you, Mr. Speaker.
Please.
I'm just thanking you, Mr. Speaker.
Please. I know you very well. Sometimes, you see, do I say it?
So Mr. Speaker, I'm just thanking you. I'm just thanking you.
Do I say it?
I'm just appreciating you, Mr. Speaker. My Nigerian friends say, I'm just appreciating you, Mr. Speaker. You are highly appreciated. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, please know that this House, the Parliament of Ghana, is globally ranked very high, and people respect us. And it has shown in all the conferences you've attended that any time a member of Parliament stands for a position from Ghana, the member is elected and given the position. Have you realized that? Yes. They don't even contest you. Once we say you are from Ghana and you are contesting a position, it's given to you. And many of you seated here are holding those positions. So please, in your own interest, even if you are not talking about the country, your own interest, we have to conform. I sit here as the chair of all the speakers in Africa. And that is why you see me, as somebody said, changing plane in mid-air. I don't know how that happens, but I have to run around the parliaments in Africa, whether north, south, east, west, central, they call on me. And you know I'm the immediate president of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, 182 parliaments. And so we've been well branded and marketed. And that inures to your benefit and to the benefit of the country. So take these matters seriously. I'm getting to the end. You are just starting. That will be a better career for you than me. So please, allow the old man to mentor you properly. We have in our midst some distinguished visitors from our schools. You know, they are leaders of today and tomorrow. We have students from...
It's where the Minority Leader, Alexander Penyomakin, is speaking.
Attention. So, Honorable Leader, I will ask you to ask the supplementary question, but it must flow directly from the answer he has given. Because if it's going to be something else, then probably we have to ask the minister to go back and prepare and come back. Because this is a house of records. We don't force him to probably give an answer that will turn out to be false. So you have the floor as a supplementary question, but it must flow from the answer he has given.
Mr. Speaker, I want you to set the record straight on this matter, and I'm happy Honorable Muntaka is in this chamber. Because, Mr. Speaker, there are senior members who have been insisting on the rules. I want you to bring a finality to this matter, which is, can a member rise on a point of order regarding a supplementary question with the aim of claiming that he is drawing the speaker's attention, or it is the speaker's sole right and discretion to admit a supplementary question or otherwise? Mr. Speaker, if you so rule that any member can rise to raise an objection, let the record reflect and I'll be guided. Because when people are talking about rules and the rules are being breached and the same people are sitting in this chamber, they won't talk. They won't talk. There are Sawasi MPs in this chamber and the majority leader is breaching the rule. He won't talk. He won't talk.
Leader, are you addressing me or are you addressing?
Mr. Speaker, I'm addressing you, Mr. Speaker. I want to say that if a certain precedent is being set, I'm not worried. Because one day I will have the chance to use the same precedent.
Yes. So
he should allow you to do your work. He shouldn't chip away your powers.
Very well.
Very well. Mr. Speaker, I'll proceed with the question. Honorable Minister, you have just told this House that you have set up a committee to investigate and validate the authenticity or otherwise of some of these appointment letters. I want to find out from you, in view of the investigation that you are doing, have you become aware of any petition in your office regarding such mass dismissals?
Minister, are you aware of any petition?
Mr. Speaker, this question is a very straightaway question, and we'll get a straightaway answer. If there were no such complaints, requests, there wouldn't have been a committee.
Well.
Those things have come. We are set up a committee and we're working on them. Why are you asking whether I'm aware? They are there. My man, my minority leader. We have been together for a long time, so just give it up, so I can.
Minister, just answer the questions. Don't say yes.
Honorable Minister, in the question, I referred you to the dates of the letter, 10th of February 2025. Fortunately, you have been honest with this House by saying that you become aware that as a sequel to that, we've had some mass dismissals. That is why you are investigating. Now, in view of the unemployment situation we have, would you, in the interim, direct, that is pending the investigation, let me bring clarity, instead of these innocent Ghanaians sitting at home without any job, would you direct that they get back their jobs pending the validation of their appointment letters? Because, Mr. Speaker, from what you are saying, you are not done yet. However, certain actions have been taken that have rendered them unemployed.
teachers, nurses, and we need teachers in rural communities. We need nurses in rural health facilities, CHIP compounds, etc. Would you, in the interim, suggest or direct that they are giving back their job pending the final outcome of the investigation?
Honorable Montaka, you hold on. Minister, just respond to the question.
Hey, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, first of all, I don't have the capacity. Secondly, if I had the capacity, I don't have the basis. The basis must be clear from statistical evidence that would have come out from the investigations. Thank you.
Honorable Leader, I'll give you the last slot. You are a leader, that's why I have tolerated. This is the sixth question, supplementary question. So I will.
Mr. Speaker, with respect, Mr. Speaker, don't give. There are daggers out. Don't arm them to
leader.
Mr. Speaker, I've not asked. We withdrew.
Respectfully, I'm
very well, Mr. Speaker. Very well.
Oh, you want to,
Mr. Speaker? No, don't encourage it, Mr. Speaker. Don't encourage it. Don't encourage it, Mr. Speaker. Don't encourage it. We have to finish this.
Honorable Montaka, just allow him to ask the last question, please. I beg of you.
He hasn't called you. So you said we should go by the rules. He hasn't called you. Don't put on your mic. He hasn't called you.
Honorable Leader, just ask the question, please.
Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Minister has told this House that until the investigations are over, he wouldn't know the total number of innocent Ghanaians who have been affected by this mass dismissal. He has on record also confirmed that indeed he's become aware of the dismissals. That is why he has set up the committee. What I want the minister to clarify on is whether he will, in view of the state of unemployment in the country, and in view of the fact that we need essential services to be rendered in our rural communities, teachers are needed, nurses are needed, would he recommend that pending the final outcome of the investigation, those who are currently suffering and are at home, they themselves, their dependents, their community will be restored in the interim? Would you recommend?
Yes, Honorable.
Mr. Speaker, I have a lot of issues like that. I don't want to go there. Starting from the last 10 years, 8 years, and they have come forward to say that they had been dismissed for a very long time. They and their parents and their wives and their children suffered for 8 years. And today, Mr. Speaker, no, it's not politics. They suffered for 8 years. Now, if somebody, you are asking whether somebody who has been dismissed for 2 months, excuse me to say, has been dismissed for 2 months, whether it will be taken care of, I will expect that let's do a comprehensive stretch of the matter and help all those people. I'm very open to that. You know, the 2 months who have been left, plus the 8 years who have been left, let's put all together, and I'm willing to go the extra length to support so that we can take care of all of them. Mr. Speaker, it is something we will work together to solve, not just this one alone.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Speaker, I'm done. I want to thank the minister for making an attempt. Mr. Speaker, let me thank him for making an attempt. But the jury is out there. The jury is out there.
Mr. Speaker,
When did we have in our standing orders provisions for thanking the minister? When did we incorporate in the standing orders provisions for thanking ministers?
Yes, Chairman for the Economy Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'd like to ask the minister, is he aware that before such mass employment can be given to Ghanaians, it should be backed by financial clearance from the Ministry of Finance? I'm asking him, when you enter the office, have you come across this financial clearance? Have you come...
Do you hear him?
Mr.
Okay.
Speaker, I have not finished. I'm asking him, when he entered the ministry, has he come across this financial clearance with respect to this mass, employment? Thank you.
Well, Minister.
No, Mr. Speaker, I haven't come across that. Financial clearance depends on the health of the economy. And we are told that the economy is not healthy now. So essentially, when it is done, I'm very sure they will give financial clearance.
Well. Yes. Honorable Mustafa.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to find out from the minister when the investigation will be done for him to report to the House. When will the investigation that he has instituted will be completed for him to be able to report to the House? Thank you.
Well, Honorable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I'm going to monitor to find out when it will be done. And I don't know the time. It's ongoing. Thank you.
Well. Yes. Honorable Reverend Ntimfojo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to ask the minister in reference to teachers. Is he aware that on 10th of May 2024, in a letter signed by the Minister for Finance, a clearance given for 18,000 teachers to be recruited? 2024.
Yes, Honorable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, if there was any such clearance, I'm not aware. But if there was, it would have expired by now. It would have expired by now, Mr. Speaker.
Well. Yes, Honorable Emmanuel Bejura.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to find out from the minister whether the purported dismissal were those who are on contract, probationers, or people who are finished working and are going on retirement.
Minister, did you get this question? Please, can you repeat the question?
Mr. Minister, I want to find out whether the purported dismissal, whether there are people who were on contract, those who have reached their retirement time, and then whether they were probationers who are within the 6 months and were asked to go home.
Yes, Honorable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, let me reiterate that we are investigating it all and it will reveal. I mean, the reason is that this question is not specific to say the number. I said I don't know the number, yet we are investigating it. Then you are asking a similar question, which is very similar to that one. So, Mr. Speaker, when the results come out, you will get to know.
Well. 1, 2, 3. Yes, Honorable Member for Manchester.
Honorable Minister, was there a prior impact analysis on the lives and families of those that were affected by the termination? Was there a prior impact analysis on the lives of those that were affected and their families before the termination was effected? Can you tell the House?
Honorable Member for Menchia, may I kindly ask you to file a fresh question? So that, yes, Honorable.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to find out from the Minister if the Minister is aware that there is an ongoing recruitment to fill the vacant positions that have been terminated by...
Yes, Honorable Minister. Or I should ask him to repeat the question. Honorable Member, may you repeat the question?
The Speaker, I am asking the Minister if he is aware that there are ongoing recruitment to fill the vacant positions that have been terminated as a result of the dismissal.
Honorable Minister. Honorable Member, please, let's listen to him. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, I'm aware that some recruitments are happening. Whether they are to replace those that were dismissed earlier or not, I cannot say.
Well. Honorable, hold on. Honorable Tailabi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Minister, have you had complaints from people who were dismissed 2017 to 2024? And if you have, can you give us an idea of how many people were dismissed?
Honorable Deputy Minister.
Wait a minute.
Honorable Deputy Minister.
Mr. Speaker,
the question is specific.
Mr. Speaker, let me amend my question. From the answers given by the minister, he indicated that there are petitions of people who were dismissed after 2016. I just want to know can you give us an idea of how many people have petitioned your office?
Honorable Minister. Honorable members, please allow me to handle the House, please. Honorable Deputy Minister, please. The Minister did not come here to answer those members who have been probably released. Please ask a fresh question.
No, Mr. Speaker, please. In his answer, it's a follow-up to whatever answer the Minister has given.
Yes.
The Minister indicated to all of us here that some people were dismissed and that...
Obviously, the Minister cannot just give the figures.
Until
Minister, can you give the figures?
He wouldn't know, so he should tell us the numbers.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, I won't be able to give you the number of people who were dismissed from 2017 to 2024, but there are complaints, and I can confirm that huge numbers of people have come to say that they too should be restored, and I can provide the evidence at a later time.
Well. Lastly, Honorable Jerry.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Minister just admitted that he is aware of some recruitments that are being done. Is he in the position to give us details of the respective institutions that are carrying out such recruitments? Thank you.
Yes, Honorable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I can't get that for him.
Well. Leader.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, earlier on, the Honorable Minister indicated that investigations are ongoing and but the people have been removed from their respective offices. Mr. Speaker, with deference to you, I want to find out that is that a presupposition that the people were removed from offices without any basis?
Yes, Honorable.
Mr. Speaker, I don't know how many times I have to repeat that. These things came to notice. We couldn't confirm. The Chief of Staff has put up a committee for investigating it, and it may be true, it may be not true. So let's wait until we get to the end.
Well, honorable members, we turn to question B. Question B, and the question stands in the name of Honorable Frederick Addy, a member for Swaman. Honorable member, you have the floor now. The minister is listening to you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Before I ask the question, may I seek your leave to effect some corrections on the last paragraph of my question to be asked. Looking at, I'm seeing 7th March 2025. It's supposed to be 4th December 2024. So, Minister.
Don, may I find out, Minister, the question that came to you, what was the date? Because that can be substantial. He is insisting it's December 2024. Is that not right?
Yes. It's
From
supposed
your
to be
question.
4th December 20. The 7th March.
Yes, Minister. I want to be clear. If the question that came to you was in respect of the date December 2024, because that's what he is saying. If it is 2025 that came to you, I believe your answer is going to be based on 2025 and can give a different. I don't know whether I'm making myself clear to you. I just want to find out the question that was transmitted to you. It's what? 7th March. Honorable member for Swaman, he says 7th March. Do I ask him to go ahead with the answer? Because the answer may be different.
The question has the same headline. It's only the date that has been changed. But we brought the date on to be the 4th of December 2024.
So I just want to, if the answer will still satisfy you, then I'll ask the minister to go ahead to answer the question.
All right. Thank you, Mr.
Will the answer satisfy you?
Yes, please.
Very well. Minister.
It depends. I rise to...
Honorable Montaka.
Mr. Speaker, with the greatest respect, the rules are very clear. If his question is about 7th December and it's been written 7th March, that's not the question he asked. And therefore, he cannot be answered. The minister will have to be given time to come and answer the December 7th question. But if we now sit and say that, oh, the wording are the same, Mr. Speaker, as you know, from December 7th, 2024, is completely different from December 7th March 2025. And that's a duration of about 4 or about 3 months. So obviously the answers cannot be the same. And the tendency, Mr. Speaker, because it's also an urgent question, there's no opportunity for him to know the answer the minister is going to provide. The minister will provide an answer, and then before you realize it degenerates into debate, which is also against Order 87. So I think the right thing is for us to get the right questions so that the right answer is given. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I think I'll have to go with what Honorable Muntaka has just said. Because this is an urgent question, and mostly urgent questions, the answers are not provided on the order paper. So as to whether the member, the owner of the question, will be satisfied with the answer is another thing. Yes, Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I appreciate what my colleague, Honorable Muntaka, has tried to guide us to avoid. But in this instance, the question is premised on an incident, the incident of the theft of ICT equipment, except that the question has gotten the date of the incident wrong. So once the minister confirms that indeed that incident took place, the minister is on firm grounding to provide the answer. And I think that is what the honorable colleague is saying. And Mr. Speaker, I've been, I believe, a backbencher to get us to a stage where we have admitted his urgent question.
But Honorable Leader.
The minister has the answer as well.
Yes, Honorable Leader. Incidentally, I admitted the question, and the date is indeed 7th March. So it's the 7th March, that is the date that was transmitted to the minister. So I think the minister can go ahead and answer the question. So, Honorable Member, you brought the question, the date on it was 7th March, not the December you are talking about. This is the question.
Except that prior to asking the question, he's trying to draw our attention that he got the date wrong. And so he wants to correct the date even as he's asking the question. I think that's what he's trying to do.
Live long, leader. Live long, leader.
So just go ahead and ask the question.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Minister, do you want to announce your presence here?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to ask the Minister for Labour, Job and Employment what urgent security measures are being implemented to protect the ministry facilities and restore public confidence following the theft of ICT equipment at the ministry on the 4th of December 2024. That's all. That's it.
Where are you reading your question from?
That is B.
No.
B.
But he's still saying December. But the question on the other paper is 7th March. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, we will engage our colleague to address the matter. I believe that this is a House of Records. To the extent that the amendment was not made ground, you admitted 7 March. So I would engage him so that the right information is transmitted for the minister to come back at the right time. Yes.
Minister, what do you say? Or you want?
Mr. Speaker, there are two things about this.
Yes.
There's a substance, which is the answer to a theft he's looking for, and there's a date, which is non-essential.
Okay.
I will provide the substance, which is more important than the date. Mr. Speaker.
But the owner of the question has already read the question. So,
Leader.
So you go ahead. Once he has read the question.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Leader, with your indulgence. Following the unfortunate incidents, the ministry collaborated with the security and intelligence agencies to apprehend the suspects. Subsequently, the suspect was apprehended and has since been convicted by the Accra Circuit Court for 2 years for unlawful entry and stealing. Mr. Speaker, however, the ministry has intensified its security checks to avert any similar occurrences in the future. This includes regular screening of visitors, instituting restricted visiting hours for all clients of the ministry, and beefing up the 24-hour CTC TV security surveillance. The measures are evaluated and reviewed periodically for continuous improvement on the security situation of the ministry. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Honorable Member for Swaman, supplementary questions, if any.
No, please. I'm okay.
Very well. Honorable members, any supplementary question from any member? Very well. Yes, honorable member for Aswansi.
Mr. Speaker, I want to ask the minister, was there any theft on 7th March 2025 at the ministry?
Yes, honorable minister.
Mr. Speaker, you would find that the questioner was not very specific about the dates, but there was a theft, and it has been addressed, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I know that there was a theft and there was a response to the theft, and we worked on it.
Yes, honorable member for Asante Achim Central.
Mr. Speaker, I would want to refer you to Order 86. Mr. Speaker, the question that Honorable Muntaka asked, specifically 86(1)(d), a question shall not raise an issue already decided or which has been answered substantially during the current session. The minister already corrected this date issue, and I was surprised that Honorable Muntaka was raising the issue about the 7th March, whether there was a theft or not. It has become obtuse. Thank you.
Well noted. Yes, honorable member for Cementing. Efia.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to know from the Honorable Minister whether the convict was a staff of the institution or an outsider.
Yes, Honorable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, it was an outsider. Thank you.
Yes, Honorable Stephen Amoa.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I would like to know the reasons and whether the answers are going to restore what I'm going to ask. In my constituency, about 9 young, able, qualified citizens of Ghana went through all the needed processes required of them to be employed. And they've been sacked.
Honorable Stephen,
including
you've gone
a teacher.
past that. Honorable Stephen, file a question.
This one's about Nshiaeso.
Yeah, Mr. File a question. You've gone past that.
No, it's about Nshiaeso. If I can finish.
Honorable Stephen. We've gone past that question.
And the
it
solution is
has no
provided.
relation to this. So file a question. Yes. Lastly, let me listen to Bosome Freho.
Mr. Speaker.
This particular yes, Bosome Freho.
Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to ask the minister if he can reiterate the clear-cut security measures that have been implemented to ensure that the place is secured.
Minister, any measures?
Mr. Speaker, the security measures have been stated very clearly. We have instituted a CTC camera 24 hours. We have made sure you now go through some scrutiny before you can go into the ministry. We have consulted the security services. They have put in place some security network which can track anybody who has done anything, even physically, by manually. So enough security has been put in place. Thank you.
Honorable members, since the minister is here, the minister still has a question to ask on the normal schedule. So I will skip other urgent questions scheduled for Honorable Minister for Defense to ask the owner of the question for 38 to ask for the minister to respond so that we can discharge him and come back to So normal question 38 stands in the name of Honorable Vincent Ekwa Asafua Oltafo. Yes? Yes.
Mr. Speaker, I stand on Order 88.3 and want to crave your indulgence that in the absence of Honorable Eko Vincent Asefua, I have his mandate to ask the question. And
Well, you are granted. So go ahead.
Thank you,
Minister.
Mr. Speaker.
Leader, I beg of you. Let's move on.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to ask the Minister for Labor.
Hold on. You hold on. Yes, Leader.
Mr. Speaker, yesterday, when questions were asked of ministers and the ministers didn't show up, it was as if, Mr. Speaker, I don't want to use certain expressions.
Yeah. So don't use that.
There was an earthquake in this chamber. Why the minister hadn't turned up to answer the question? The same people are asking ministers questions. The ministers have come and they are not here to ask the questions. Mr. Speaker, can he show the written authority? This is a House of Record. We want to see the record of the authority granted you to ask this question. When you insist on ministers being here to answer questions, you should also be here to ask the questions.
Honorable Majority Leader, well noted. So,
Mr. Speaker, we are here to encourage our first-timers and the backbenchers. Now, today's records will reflect that the majority leader and leader of the House heckled a first-timer. And that is what just happened. He heckled a first-timer.
Honorable Member for Bosome Freho, you may go ahead to ask the question.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to ask the Minister for Labor, Job and Employment the measures the ministry is putting in place to ensure that foreign companies operating in Ghana adhere to the labor practices of employees being compensated usually at 150% of their normal hourly wage for working overtime?
Honorable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the Labour Act 2003, Act 651, makes specific provisions for matters relating to standard working hours, paid and unpaid overtime. Section 33 of Act 651 provides for maximum hours, while Section 34 provides for different hours of work. Section 335 of Act 651 guarantees paid overtime. It provides that where a worker in an undertaking works after the hours of work fixed by the rules of that undertaking, the additional hours done shall be regarded as overtime work. It further adds that a worker in any such undertaking may not be required to do overtime work unless that undertaking has fixed rates of pay for overtime work. It is important to emphasize that a worker shall not be compelled to do overtime work except for undertakings or enterprises the very nature of which requires overtime in order to be viable, or which are subject to emergencies to prevent or avoid threats to life and property. So, Mr. Speaker, notwithstanding the above provisions, a worker may be required to work beyond the fixed hours of work without additional pay in certain exceptional circumstances, including an accident threatening human lives or the very existence of the undertaking. In this regard, Mr. Speaker, the Ministry, through the Labour Department, undertakes regular inspections of all workplaces, including foreign companies, and receives intelligence on labour practices. By virtue of this, the Ministry ensures that employees of foreign companies are compensated appropriately for overtime work done in the undertaking, and where non-compliance is observed, these foreign companies